The three things that you have to watch out for, the three things that is important when you are protecting your mindset. One, you got to watch out who you're hanging around. Your circle of influence, either in the workplace or in your home life, even if it's from friends and family that live in the same household, even if you're sharing a house with a best friend or a roommate, even if you're sharing a house with children and a spouse that is negative, their negative energy is going to eventually erode at you. And it's going to influence the way you live and show up for yourself in your life. It's going to influence the way you look at yourself and how you treat yourself, and ultimately how you treat others. And that is very important to recognize and to make sure that you are setting the necessary boundaries and also taking the necessary actions needed to disassociate with these negative influences. Now, of course, if it's friends and family and people you live with, you really just have to start having these conversations with them to tell them that you love and respect them, but you have your own beliefs around who you are and what's possible for you. You have to stand up for what you believe in, from anybody, if it's strangers to friends and family to people that you work with. And you have to keep standing up for yourself every day, day in and day out. So number two, you have to protect the thoughts in your head, the negative thoughts that are keeping you in the same patterns. That is a comfort zone. Even if it's a bad, destructive comfort zone, if it has to do with alcohol, drugs, gambling, anything that is wearing you down, that is still a comfort. That's something that you have already lived through. You already know the pattern. You already know the result. So it's something your brain is always going to go back to. So when those negative opinions come into your mind, when those negative suggestions come into your mind, you need to disassociate with yourself and say that those are not your thoughts, because they are not your thoughts. Those are thoughts that come into you from other things that happened to you and other situations that you were exposed to. There's lots of thoughts that live in your head that are negative because they are there to put you in a state of concern, and you need to get out of that state. You are an intelligent being. You can decide what choices you are going to take from the inner influence in your brain as much as the external influence around you. Those thoughts, if you really think about them, they are not yours. Those thoughts are not your thoughts. You can even disassociate with it and say they are the devil's thoughts, or they are universal thoughts that are supposed to keep you in a certain place. You can even say they put you in hell, because that's what they're ultimately designed to do, put you in a cycle that you are uncomfortable with your knowledge in, or your own self-confidence in getting out of. You can always get more self-confident. You can always get more knowledge. You can always build the new skills and new tactics to push you through your comfort zone. But you have to realize that they are not your thoughts. You can choose to listen to them and take them for facts or opinions. And number three, these are the thoughts these are actually the suggestions. These are the statements. These are the affirmations that you tell yourself day in and day out, unconsciously, meaning that you don't really think about them during the day. When you're walking down the street and you trip on something and you say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm such a klutz. I did that again. Every single time I trip on that same spot, I am such a klutz. And you keep going on and on about that day in and day out. When somebody tells you you're disorganized and you truly believe that, and you continue that pattern and say, I cannot find my journal, they're right, They said I'm disorganized. I am very disorganized. I'm a disorganized person. And then when you repeat that day in and day out, you are embodying that person. So think of it this way. If you were to tell yourself, I am powerful, I am abundant, I am a wealth maker, I am rich, I am loved, I am respected, how would that change your life? If you switch the words you say to yourself, you are going to start living that life. And it is as easy as that, but it does take discipline. It is a mindset, it is deeply rooted in your subconscious from all the experiences that made up who you are right now today, from the choices you just decided to agree with and the choices you decided not to agree with, from the power you held within yourself when you are strong to the power you lacked when you were weak. It's all decisions that you've made to create the person or being or vessel that you are embodying, that you portray to others, that you tell yourself you are. And to take back control of your mindset, you need to recognize this and you need to start showing up for yourself and truly becoming the person that you want by changing the influences around you, by changing the thoughts that you agree with and disagree with, and then to overcome those inner deep rooted subconscious statements that you tell yourself day in and day out. When you can focus on those three things and change them right now and start working on them every day to improve them, and realizing when you fall back into old patterns that you keep pushing through and making it better, you are going to build the person you are ultimately made to be, because you truly build who you are and where you're going in life. So I am so happy that you stuck around and you watched this video. My name is Amena Thornton. I wish you the best of luck and a life full of joy and abundance. To check out more about me and my company and our products and services, I've included some information here, so definitely check that out. We've got things that are going on right now that are absolutely amazing, that's going to help build your character, motivate you, and provide you the tools to get you to the success that you are going for. Take care, and I'll see you later.